Hello, thank you for attending this podcast. And we have a very special guest, a testimonial video presentation, if you will, on one of our investors. Before we start with that, my name is Siwing Yi from the Yi Real Estate Network, and thank you for attending. And again, this is a very unique situation. You're thinking, you're looking at this video of this young man, you're thinking, is he in junior high school or is he in high school, right? sorry, sorry, sorry to embarrass you, Khoi.
No worries, no worries.
The reason why this young man is doing this video is because uh, many of my company, the Yi Real Estate Network, been doing this for almost 20 years. We have thousands of real estate investors from all over the country to buy out-of-state turnkey properties to build their multi-state portfolio so they can achieve financial freedom 10, 20, 30 years down the road. And very rarely, most of our investors, they are typically in the age 40 to age 60. So, and I'm very blessed and really appreciate that this young man, Khoi, his father has invested with me for throughout the past, and I suppose I have to believe that his father influenced and motivated him to buy real estate. So Khoi, and he's very young. He just barely graduated from college. Officially he just closed escrow on the property, which he will talk about it momentarily. But right now, Khoi is the youngest real estate investor to purchase an investment property through our network. So he can go over his experience and doing it, and the location he's doing it, and he's gonna go over his thought process, his motivation, his goals, his objective, and then he's gonna go over the inspection report to in detail as much as possible to make sure the property is been rehab correctly. He can close escrow here. I believe he's already closed escrow and all that stuff. So let him say it. Let him share with you how he does it. So with that in mind, thank you, Khoi, for joining in. Now, my one question to you is, then you can take it away, is what, Khoi, being as young as you are, what is your motivation to invest in real estate at such a young age?
Yeah, so a big part of it is I as a Gen Z, I see a lot of my friends who are a little bit older than me, millennials.
Khoi, your video is not moving. Your face, your person. It must be the internet.
Yeah, it might be. Am I back?
Yeah, okay, yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good now.
Sorry about that. Yeah, but just in general, there's a lot of, especially with the young age group, there's a lot of worry about financial instability. There's a lot of people my age, they have trouble with bills, they have trouble with just big expenses in general. And so for me, the more prepared I can get for the future, the better it will be for me. Starting young, I still have 20, 30, 40 years at least to slowly build this up. And the more I can get done now, the better it will be for me when I eventually get older.
Wow, that's very, very good. So, no, a lot of people does not have any mentors growing up, and a lot of people, my investors, myself including, that we kind of started real estate way too late. So, what kind of influence, what kind of mentorship you have up to this point to allow you to take action?
Yeah, so a big one that I got was my dad. Luckily, he kind of saw the same things, and he uh, way back when, and that's when he started investing in real estate. And so I've seen how he's benefited. My life has benefited in general from having someone that invested in real estate a long time ago, and now is for very financially independent. And so throughout my when I was growing up, I was able to spend more time with him, and I was also able to see what he does and seeing all the benefits that provided to myself and my family. And so that kind of pushed me into this idea like, oh, real estate is definitely a viable option for the long term when I get old enough to eventually have my own kids.
Very good, Khoi. Thank you for answering that. Now, with that in mind, I know you picked the property we have within our network, Buffalo, Niagara Falls, New York. So tell the audience why you picked that market and what prompted you to take action. What kind of research and due diligence have you done before you execute on your action plan?
Yeah, so even before this, I was in your network, and so I see all the emails about the very high cash on cash return and the cash flow that can generate from these Buffalo properties, and it seems pretty almost unbelievable at some points. But I've seen my dad do it, and he had a great cash flow from it, and so my next step was to try and take advantage of that. And then this I've always been.
Oh, I lost your, Khoi, I lost your voice. I lost. No, I still cannot hear you.
To go into real.
Okay. Okay. Say, repeat the past 30 seconds. We lost.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah. What was I saying? Could you repeat the question one more time?
Yeah. So you know why you picked the Buffalo Niagara Falls market? You said it's good cash flow. Then what kind of research? Okay. Then what? Then what's the next step?
Yeah, so I knew there was potential for a lot of very high cash flow in that area, and seeing especially the success my dad had with these Buffalo Niagara Falls property, and that they were bringing in positive cash flow, and then also with how volatile the stock market is now, it's just a lot for me. It was a lot safer option to park my money for a long-term investment.
Okay, very good, very good. Then your next step was you contacted my consultant in Buffalo Niagara Falls. I believe you spoke with Caleb Kanazi. So yeah, so walk us through, how did you pick a property? How did he help you to pick a property to buy?
So for the property I chose to buy, the first thing I did was look through the spreadsheet that you send out about every month, and I looked through the properties to see which ones would meet the right cash flow. The next step I did was I actually talked to another one of your referrals, which was Ian at Wells Fargo.
Right.
He's the one that helped me understand all the financing side of it, and helped me find out how much I could finance for these properties. And then after that, I continued talking to Caleb, continued talking to Ian, making sure all the numbers work out, making sure the house was in good condition, making sure everything was good on both sides. And it's a very simple process from picking out the house that I wanted to eventually closing.
Yeah, no need to tell us the address of the house, of course. But what are the purchase price of the house? Is it a single family home? Is it a duplex? What's the gross monthly rent so far on it?
Yeah, so this was a single family home, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and I bought it for $70,500 that was the final purchase price. So this was a single family home that I bought for $70,500, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it rents for $750 a month.
Right. And how did you finance the property? How much percentage you put down?
I put down 20% for the property.
Well, you were talking about the monthly cash flow is approximately how much?
Oh yeah, the monthly cash flow is approximately $120 to $130 a month. However, the rent for this place is also on the low side, and I've talked to Caleb and the property manager, Craig, and they both understand that there's definitely room to push it a little bit more, especially with how the market is in Buffalo Niagara Falls right now.
Right. Okay. Very good. Okay. At this time, Khoi, can you go ahead and share the screen and go over the inspection report?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So this is the inspection report here. I use CRM Home Inspections with Chris McDonald. He's the one my dad used as well, and he's really good at what he does, and he gave me a lot of insight that for this house.
All right, very good. Can you walk us through, I mean, not too much detail, but highlight the areas that, can you verify that all the bones of the house is good to go, has been rehabbed, the roof, the boiler, the electrical systems? I suppose the inspection report confirms is good. And then there are some minor items that you would request the Buffalo Turnkey and Caleb to get it fixed. So before you close escrow, can you walk us through the entire process?
Yeah, so Chris, he kind of lays things out pretty well. He has great notes on everything that he sees.
So one of the things that he did see was there was some fungal rot. However, when I told Caleb about it, he said, "Yeah, we should fix that. We'll get we have our team that can fix that of no charge to you." The garage siding, there was a few holes. There was a few holes in it, which meant that those need to be fixed before we could get the money through. So we had those fixed. Once again, Caleb and his team came out and did it, got it all done for us. There was a few electrical things, nothing too big, just literally replacing one of the some of the wires. Very simple fix on that end. Yeah, this is for the plumbing and fuel. It just replaced one of the pipes just to make sure it was up to standard. This right here, very small fix. It was a shower. It was a shower that had a few holes on the side. Just need to put the adhesive on the side. This was probably one of the bigger issues with the house, where there was a little bit of fungal rot in the windows, but it was, for Caleb and his team, nothing too big. They were able to fix that for us. In terms of the house itself, it was pretty good. Roof was in high quality. Outside was very good quality, and the house and Chris gave me a very good detail. Gave me very good detail of everything.
Very good, very good. Anything else on the inspection report we need to go over?
I don't think I have anything, but no, everything that Chris brought up, I would tell Caleb, and Caleb would fix it, and that was good enough to get us through closing when we talked to the appraisers at Wells Fargo.
Okay, can you unshare the screen again now? Yeah. So it seems like you know, as you know, these the houses in Buffalo Niagara Falls, they are quite old. So that did not sway you from moving forward, knowing that you are, you know, doing all your due diligence, you're doing all your research. The house has good bone; it'll last for a long, long time to go. Any other thoughts about how you are able to overcome the potential that the house is so old, this and that? So what makes you feel comfortable in purchasing this property, given the inspection report that shows very, very good good details?
Well, yeah. Just because the house is old doesn't mean that it's not a bad place to live. There have been houses. There's a bunch of houses around this area that are all around the same age as this one, but they're all the inside, the foundation of it is very sturdy. Everything inside was not perfectly up to date, but still relatively relatively new, and it was in good quality. This house was, according to Chris and according to Caleb, was very sturdy for how long it's been around.
Yeah. So moving forward, you feel comfortable about the potential for you know, allocating some money for, you know, maintenance over time, and you feel comfortable that the maintenance issues should not affect your profit from purchasing this property. Am I right?
No, maintenance shouldn't be a problem in terms of cost. I think with the positive cash flow of the house, I can definitely stow enough away for repairs while still maintaining profit on my end.
Right. Okay. What about, have you communicated with the ABC property management company that Buffalo Turnkey are a part of as well? Can you share?
Yes. Yeah. So Craig, they keep everything up to date. If there's open communication with him, if I have a question or I have a concern, I can always email him. I can let him know what I think, and they can get back to me on what's best. They're very open. They're very good at what they do, and they know what we want as real estate. So
right. So you physically, you did not go there. You just did everything in the comfort of your bedroom behind you.
Yes, yeah. This here is my office right here. I've never stepped over into Niagara Falls. Everything I've done from over here, all the inspections, all the repair work was done by them over there. I was able to luckily stay here.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. So the lending very highly unusual for any mortgage company that allow this kind of lending for such a small purchase, and only Wells Fargo and Ian Dornfeld can do this. Most lenders, they do not lend on such a small purchase. So how was the loan process gone? Because the loan amount itself is merely how much? Less than $60,000 loan, right?
Yeah, it's like a $56,000 for the loan, which is pretty impressive. Like you can't find that anywhere else. I'm pretty happy to have something like that to help me. And this is my first rental, so this is also my first loan. Ian and his team, they helped explain everything through to me. They gave me step by step. Oh, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Made my life a lot easier and a lot less stressful.
Yeah, yeah, good to hear. What was the interest rate on your 30-year fixed rate loan?
So I originally I believe it's 4.875%.
Wow, you got a pretty low rate. Did you pay the points? Did you buy up?
Yes, I paid. So I think it was originally 5.35, and I paid off for half a point.
Right, that's good.
Yeah, I got very lucky, and especially with the current macro environment now, where the interest rates are just blowing up. I got in right before they blew up too, so I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, yeah, good to hear. But by the way, what is your occupation, Khoi? What do you do?
I am a business analyst.
Yeah, so suffice to say, you just graduated from college not long ago.
Yeah, I graduated 5 months ago.
Wow, that's
5 months ago.
That's a good birthday.
About college, I was saving up money because in preparation for something like this happening.
I mean, this is your money, your down payment money come from you, not from your dad.
No, I refused to have my dad help me on the money side of things. I wanted to make sure this was my rental property and it was mine.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Khoi, you are one of the rarest, one of the few people in any age group, let alone people your age group, to buy investment real estate. So I really congratulate you for such a courageous and motivating way to action.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. So okay, now, so what is your long-term goal now that you have this first property under your belt? What's your goal moving forward? What's your action plan?
Gonna probably save up to try and buy another one. Try to slowly build out. Eventually figure out ways with the money to eventually build up more and more, buy more real estate. I think for me, it's a very solid investment choice. There's a lot less volatility in real estate, and I think for me and my personal risk tolerance, it suits me a lot better.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, what is your as we conclude this presentation, what is your message to people out there who is sitting on the sideline, not just people your age, but any people with any age that are contemplating buy investment real estate, and especially buying out of state 2,000 miles away? I mean, what are some of your things you want to share?
I'd say, yeah, I definitely understand where they're coming from, especially sitting on the sidelines. Putting any amount down for a big investment, you can definitely see why they think it's risky. But I think especially with Sea Wings network, I think they make everything a lot easier. They lay out all the information that you need and everything that you need to do the proper due diligence. And so that's what eventually pushed me over the sideline, was knowing that I had all this information and all the proper support I needed to eventually get from buying it to closing. And so far, everything's been great.
Well, it's kind words. By the way, in case anybody wonder, I did not pay you for this infomercial.
Nope.
So you did this out of your own free will, and I really appreciate it. It's just you know, it just makes me, you know, feel real good about, you know, about helping people just like you that are have the you know, people like you have the motivation and the courage to overcome any kind of obstacles and take action. And being as young as you are, you have many years of investment horizon. So you stay the course, I will consistently keep on increasing your real estate portfolio over time. You have a long-term horizon. The people my age group, you know, we have a shorter term horizon. We have to do a lot of catch up with real estate, but you starting early, start young is the best way. And really appreciate that, you know, your father have influenced you ever since you were young. I wish more parents can provide some sort of influence to their younger children, so we can use real estate as a legacy, right? As a generational transfer of wealth. So for that way, so you know, if you continue with this down this path, Khoi, you could have a very good financial future for yourself and your future family, you know, and have a good life, at least financially. So
I'm hoping so. I'm hoping for the best.
all right, very good. Really, Khoi, thank you so much for your time. It's really been inspirational, very motivational. It's a good teaching point for all those people out there that are listening to you. It's very rare, and I really appreciate as young as you are coming to this, you know, sharing your experience, and of doing this. Thank you so much, Khoi. And all right, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much, and every one of you, thank you for listening. And good luck in your future, Khoi. I know you're going to do very well. And have a nice day. Bye bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.